ramifications for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Auburn Tigers taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. Coming out with it, it's Kane. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. Looking to throw, it's Knight. With the catch, it's Kane.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Snagged in the middle, it's Craver. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn that field, and you saw that right there.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
These are simple routes, the drag routes that go across the field, but they actually can turn into huge plays. You see all the speed on the outside now at wide receiver. You get it in his hands quick, he can go make a play, make one guy miss, and maybe next time he can make an even bigger game.
The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Off the play fake. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And this QB, you can tell, did a really good job of continuing to buy time, go through his progressions. He wanted to make the big play, and even got outside the pocket a little bit to his left and took the deep shot down the field. Just missed.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
Really nice job on 3rd down by this offense. This offense has struggled on 3rd downs throughout the season, not even in the top 50. But you know what? When you make it 3rd and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
And the Tigers are marching down the field. To throw, it's Knight. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Takes a hit as he fires. A strike downfield. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. And how about taking a big chunk out of this defense on the opening drive?
And with the speed they have on the perimeter, Reese, no doubt, they want to come out here and test this secondary, test these DBs, and and they know they've got the QB with the arm talent to get the ball there. That's a great start for this offense.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators will tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Back to pass. Looking to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall in the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
They wrap him up. He tried to get back to the line of scrimmage, but he's stuck in the backfield.
Man, this has been a struggle for this offense, protecting their quarterback. It's priorities, mission number 1, right? Every single game you go into. Last week, I think a lot of the reason they lost was because they gave up so many sacks and hits on their quarterback.
Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Trying to seal the edge on the right. He'll step out of bounds just short of the 25-yard line, and this offense has an explosive play early in the drive.
When you think Texas A&M football, man, you think running the football all the way back to the R.C. Slocum, a great Aggie head coach. You just want to be the more physical team, and you want to be imposing your will. This guy right here toting the rock has the ability to wear and grind on defenses. He brings that physical presence to this offense.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on 1st down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. Turning it on. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and is going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that 1st down.
They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He turns that loose down the right side. And he hauls it in at the 25. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. They'll go to the ground. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Using his feet. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed 1st down on 2nd down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on 3rd down.
And the Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Looking to throw, it's Hart. Gets it out fast. Able to make his way past the sticks for the 1st down, and the time is going to drain out here in the 1st quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Motion from the wide receiver. On the move. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
Yeah, you want to be physical. You want to assert yourselves. And now listen, I know this is a top 5 defense against the run in college football, but you got to believe you can do it and continue to stay balanced and run the football and be physical down here in the red zone.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. For the score.
And these are the plays that you look back on tape, and everybody's like, nice work, nice toughness, QB. To stand in there, know you're going to get blasted, and hold onto the ball until the guy comes open, feed him, and get the 6.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Oh, and he missed it.
His kick is no good. That keeps the score. Texas A&M 6, Auburn 3.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Got it in the middle. It's Frazier. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the 1st down.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Rides to the back and leads it on the option. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anyway.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass, it's Knight. Unloads it left. Finds a man by himself. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Looking to throw on first down. On the run, still looking. And he'll just get rid of that one.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Quickly to the tight end. There he goes. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Wow, what a big play by that defender. And how about the hit stick tackle? Woo! That ball carrier is going to remember that.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wants to go up top. Trying to find the end zone. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And before they can kick it, the receiving team's going to call a timeout. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Singleton. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Motion from the wideout. Going to swing it on second down. Got it set up on the outside. He gets it past the 25-yard line and finally knocked out of bounds at the 27.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Wide receiver going in motion. He might want another play. Looking downfield on first down. Moves away as he feels pressure. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. Clock stopped. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. The The Aggies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. To the air. It's Hart. Looking to buy time. Grab near the marker. It's Singleton. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. Jump the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Singleton. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. They'll rush to the line. Clock stop for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Quarterback may change this route. To the air. It's Hart. Pressure coming. Punts it out of the air. Forced out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 34.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the Aggies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll try to get the first through the air. Caught close to the marker. It's Bussey. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player. And we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. And you saw it right there on that play.
Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete to the left.
Hey, on offense, you just got to stay ahead of the sticks. And a big part of that is finding positive production on 1st down. When you've got this guy in the backfield, there's a lot of ways you can do that. You're going to hand it off to him, but how about dialing up the pass play on 1st down and just letting him go to work to set up 2nd and short?
Scanning the field, it's Hart. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the catch. And he will score. Touchdown, Aggie.
And that is was a perfect job by the offense executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused, made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
Get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Snap coming before halftime. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Wants to go up top on first down. Wide open downfield. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Timeout, Auburn.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Defense playing a bail technique. Wants to throw. It's Knight. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. He'll try to take it back. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Auburn ready to boot it deep to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Singleton. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Back to pass. A little screen to the running back. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
The Aggies come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. He wants to change this route. Looking downfield, it's Hart. And it's knocked away, incomplete on third down. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Caught near the sticks. It's Singleton. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. And the Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the tight end. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Here they're trying to get it to the edge. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
They're setting up the screen. They've got him now, and he almost picked up that first down on the screen.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Aggies line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, I think you're seeing the mental approach this offense is taking now. The nice lead here late in the third quarter. They're satisfied to just run the ball and chip away at this clock. This has been a really good-looking drive. Plenty of plays. They're staying on the field. They're bleeding and ticking this clock away. Nice job there getting it done on the ground.
And the Aggies back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Might be changing the route. The give to the back. Brings it to the open.
That's a big key for this offense. Now you've got the lead here. In half, you want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
The Aggies have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Texas A&M going quickly. Muscling ahead on third and short. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33.
3rd and inches, everybody knows what's coming, but it's so dang hard to stop. And you better get penetration with that defensive line. They didn't do a good enough job. Running back falls forward and does his job.
And the Aggies kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Looking downfield, it's Hart. Quarterback adapting. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. The Aggies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The RPO, it's complete. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. We reach the break, and Texas A&M leads it. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Safe completion on the screen. Across the 25. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And both sides of the ball late in the football game coming together. Defense forces the turnover. Offense punches it in. 2-possession lead in this fourth quarter.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in a terrific top 15 matchup. Alabama looks like a legit title contender right now, which they kind of do every year. But, man, this offense is rolling. They're up 14 over Texas. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have...
Touchdown, Tigers! Special teams proving to be special. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space. Great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you can see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Williams. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
So now it's second and long. Motion from the wideout. Hand off from the shotgun. Weaves his way ahead and gets 5 out to the 18-yard line.
And this is a pressing time for this defense. They've got to understand, they're backed up a little bit. They're going to run the football. They don't want to make a mistake. So I think this is the time I'm a little bit more aggressive. I got to get this football back to my offense because I'm trailing. So I look for this defense to get a little bit aggressive.
Motion from the back. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to pass, it's Hart. Gonna take a shot at this DB. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. Texas A&M going up tempo.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Oh, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
No doubt the offense at this point of the game with the lead late, they're going to try and run the football. They're going to try and bleed the clock. They need all ball carriers to stay in bounds to keep this clock ticking, just like that guy did there.
They're dealing with a second and long. Trying to move them on the counter. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. Trying play action. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And now it'll take a touchdown to at least tie them a 6-point lead here in the fourth. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. From the gun, running back gets to give. Runs through a tackle.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
To the air, it's Knight. Oh, they're after him. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. Second down now after the sack. Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Right down the middle. Tight end getting vertical. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
I think you're seeing the chemistry between these two guys on that last play, right? Quarterback's on the move. He's got to find his big fella. He does a great job of finding the soft spot in the defense and settling down. He was a stationary target for his quarterback on the move, and that really helped them pick up that first.
Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to him in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
Wants to keep it in the air. Finds his tight end.
And this offense has got to pick their spots, right? Like, you got to use the sideline if you can, get the big plays and get the first downs. Be very smart here down the stretch of this game, maximizing yards, but maximizing time.
Caught over the middle. It's Craven. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows. He can run slant.
Headed to the end zone, and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
That touchdown ties the game, so you're expecting them just to kick the extra point, take a 1-point lead. Seconds left now. You got to play great defense here to try to ice this game and get the win.
And the extra point gives them a 1-point lead here in the fourth. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Hart. He's taking a deep shot. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And that's a good job by this defense. The 2-minute situations can be tough, especially communicating, and you know they want to push the ball down the field, but a lot of times it's towards the sidelines. They protect the middle of the field, play great defense all across the board.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Second down, he'll throw it. Steps away. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
And this is a big third down for this offense, man. I'm really interested to see how they attack, because this defense, you can tell, man, they're going to continue to play aggressive. Late in the football game, they want to get a stop, get the ball back to their offense. A good chess match going on right now.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. Quarterback making adjustments. On fourth down, going to the air. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. Great place to start for this offense. The corners are walked up tight. They'll give it to the back. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. They'll keep it on the ground. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The 12th man Looking to pass. It's Knight. Right on the money. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
That's just two guys being on the same page, and they just dialed up a play that they feel so confident in. They know their quarterback and receiver can go out and execute in this juncture of the game, winning, needing that third down to ice it. That was perfect.
Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. After not really playing their best earlier this season, people said, this team is bad. Now they won 3 in a row. This team is good. People were fickle.
Yeah, and we're probably the ones who were saying that a little bit, Reese, because they were struggling. It didn't look like they knew who they were, and they didn't have the momentum going. But now they've definitely got it together, Jesse, and they look like a different team.
They sure do, David. We know teams get better or they get worse over the course of a season. This team right now, completely different. Almost the polar opposite than what we saw earlier this year. And I'll tell you, look at their schedule and who they've got left. Those teams better be careful. This team is coming for it.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.